Okay, welcome to my channel. This is a very new channel. I've always wanted to do something like this, and I just decided to get started. I don't have the best setup, and it's really late at night, but I'm just excited to do it. So my channel is going to be focused more on, let's say, solving business problems, but more from a technical perspective. I can say, I guess my favorite sort of area is the sort of data-driven marketing kind of stuff. So anything that you can do to make numbers tell you what the truth is in order to be able to understand who you want to sell to or who you can sell to. And so my first series is entitled Uncovering or Uncover the Secrets of Twitter Analytics Now. And my idea is that I would like to use machine learning with a focus on linear regression in this particular series to understand better how the words that we use affect the outcome. So basically, in this activity, we're going to focus on Twitter tweets that you write, and then the idea would be that there's probably something that we can recognize about the words that we use in a tweet that affects whether something happens, like whether somebody sees it, or whether somebody interacts with it, or whether somebody likes it, and whether somebody, I don't know, clicks on whatever button or whatever you have for a call to action inside. So in the first video, we'll set everything up. We'll break down the tweets and get all the unique words out as preparation for applying the machine learning. We'll do the whole process in Google Sheets. I thought about doing it in Excel, but then I realized that Excel is not as open to everybody. So not everybody has it, but everybody has access to Google Sheets. So anyway, so welcome to Uncovering the Secrets, or sorry, I keep saying uncovering. Welcome to Uncover the Secrets of Twitter Analytics Now, setting the foundation. So setting the foundation in this case is, for this series, the foundation is really getting those unique words out of our texts. I'm not saying text, but they're Twitter, they're tweets, so they're texts. So anyway, the first thing that we are doing here is we are starting from the analytics.twitter.com. And what we're doing here is we're going further to view all tweet activity. And what this allows us to do, if you don't know this page, is to kind of see how things have been performing and what's happening. And so I've been doing lots of experiments lately to be able to make this kind of video series interesting. So export data is what we want. And export by tweet, because we want to focus on the tweet, right? So the tweet is the key. So the tweet itself is the text, is the content, and that should be the key. Okay, so that's downloading. Takes a minute, as you can see. Once that downloads, okay, perfect. So that's downloaded. Now we will go to a Google Sheet. And we'll just create a new one. So let's try to start this thing completely from scratch. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll say, okay, we'll take this, let's already name it. Let's call it this particular sheet. Let's give it the name of the particular video. So uncover the secrets of Twitter Analytics Now, setting the foundation. Okay, so we have that. And now what we want to do is we want to import that file. The file that was downloaded was a CSV file. And so we want to import that. And then that went into our downloads directory. Let's see. It's probably, let's see, which one of these is it? Some kind of date. 22. Is it already the 22nd? I don't actually know. Okay. Must be that one. probably that one. Let's take that one. Okay, so I don't need to convert anything now, but that's good. The separator type can be detected. Depending on where you are, it can be either comma or semicolon. I like to replace the current sheet just to make sure everything is kind of clean. So then import data. That was quite quick. I'm used to it taking a bit longer. Okay, so we've navigated there. We've set up, we've detected. Okay, so I want to call this thing here, I want to rename that to original data or raw data or something like that. So let's do that. Now what I want to do is really just to copy the tweet texts into a new sheet, because first of all we're dealing with the tweet texts, and the rest is already available to us as a number, so we can already regress on this stuff. So this we'll talk about later. Well, we want to convert our actual words into something that we can regress on. Okay, so let's copy that over. Boom. I'd like to name this column tweet text for some reason. I just think it looks nicer. Okay, so then let's also rename this. I probably shouldn't give it the same name, but I will. Okay, so we have everything here. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to actually combine all of our text into one cell. So let's see, all tweets. Let's call it all tweets. Okay, so let's see. Okay, if we do join, let's join these by space. Oops. And then that says A2 all the way to A209. A209, 209. Okay, so does that look right? Okay, yeah, all tweets in one. That looks right. We're not like... Okay, probably I should have put them a little bit away. Okay, that's just a little bit confusing. Let me move this over a bit. Oops, go away. Let's move that over one. Okay, that just looks a little bit better. But one thing we also can do is, because I just like the way this looks, we can wrap this. So let's see, get our format, wrapping, wrap. So that's a little bit better. Yeah. And then just don't like the height on that thing. This looks very ugly. Okay, I guess I didn't make it any better. Okay, anyway. So we have all of our tweets in one cell here. And again, I don't like that it takes up so much space unnecessarily. So let's also wrap this. Oh, that went quite small. Okay. So now the next thing we want to do is we have all the tweets in one box, in one cell. And the next thing that we want to do is we want to get rid of all of these strange spaces, these line breaks in here. So let's just clean the all tweets. Let's call it clean all tweets. And that's just a simple expression here. So it's a regular expression where we're just replacing everything in there. Not everything, but we're checking for line breaks. I always forget on the Mac how to do the backslash. You know what? Let's check on this thingy here. Oh, okay. So how do I do the backslash on a Mac in German? Alt-Shift-7, Alt-Shift-7. Okay, so let's see. So we have, that wasn't right. You know what? Let's just shift. Shift. Okay, I guess I can't read. Okay. So shift and then Alt and 7. No, still not. Still can't read. Shift Alt 7. That's not even in German. Okay, anyway. Let's do this the fun way. But that's the let's see on what is the thing I'm looking for here? Let's see. Am I still recording the right thing? Yeah, okay. Let's see. I don't know why this is always a problem for me. Is it the /? Oh, there, okay. Oh, it's always, I can never find it. It's really, really weird. Okay, so here we go. And then we replace that with just blank space. So, okay. So that looks kind of strange. Hopefully it's there. Ah, yeah, there we go. So now it's all clean. So it represents, it's a C2. So that's row 2. Okay, perfect. All clean. Okay. So now the next thing that we want to do is we want to break the text out into individual words. So here we have unique words. And then here it's the number of unique words. So, okay, here comes the fun part. So in order to get the unique words, it was a little bit too complicated to do directly inside, but they have these extensions that you can use where you sort of write macros. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Okay, so let's see. Where are you hiding? I wrote this earlier. There you go. Okay. You got so many screens over here. Should probably close some of them. Close that one. This looks like it. Okay. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So what this does is it allows us to interact with the sheet. Like if you ever worked with Excel, then you use like VBA or macro. This is exactly the same kind of thing. It's just written in JavaScript. Okay, so we have the current active sheet. I think we renamed it TweetText, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's perfect. And then TweetText cell. So get this range. So this here represents the place where we want to get our text from that we want to break up into individual words. So 4, 5, which would mean row 4, column 5. So let's see, 1, 2, nope. Actually, we want to get our text from row 2, column 5. So row 2, column 5, and that gets, so what happens is it gets the complete value from there, which is, in that case, is just one cell, and then it breaks the cell into, it splits it into pieces, so it breaks it up based on the space. So that's qualifies as a word in this case. It's not completely right, but it at least works. So then we have a little array here that is set up that will hold our unique words. And then what happens is after we split up these, and then we loop through, and then each unique word is added to here. So, and then this little test here says, if the word is not in here, added. Okay. And then what happens is we have this whole list of words, and then we join them back together with a comma so that we can put them back into one cell. And then here we are putting back in the joined words. So the joined words, it's all of the words that are unique. And here it's putting them back into 4, 6. So 4, 6 would be let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6 is F. Okay. And this is the unique words. And here we want to have the number of unique words. So here we call it num unique words. Okay, so this is number of unique words is in row 3, column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it should be 3, 6 and 3, 7. And what do we have? We have 4, 3, and 3. Or should it be 4? No, it should be 4, right? Because 4 is the next. We want to put the actual value in, so it's 4. 4 was right. Okay. Now, so we have to test this thing. So in order to use it, we have to deploy it. Actually, why don't we give this a name too? Let's call this thing also the name that we gave the other thing. Uncover the secrets of Twitter Analytics now. Setting the foundation. Okay, so rename that. And then in order to use this inside of our sheet, we have to deploy it. We deploy it as a web app type. Again, I guess I'm going to call it again. So uncover, how many times do you have to name these things? Uncover the secrets of Twitter Analytics now. Setting the foundation. Okay. So, and then this is like who is going to use this web app. It's going to be me. I'm making it available to myself, but the script you can see, and if you want to have it, you can. Okay. So I have to give access to myself. I say yes. And then because it's, we're going through it like a sort of local process, then it's kind of complaining, but that's fine. Okay, so that should be done. That. So it's been deployed. So we can try to make use of it. Say extensions. And then import macro. And then that's it, right? Get unique words, add the function. And then we should be able to run this macro. Yay, okay. Oh, I see a problem here. 19547, that's not the right number. I think I know what the problem is though. Yeah, okay. So the problem is this, so this value should not be the value of the words put together, but it should be the number of the unique words. So this is, so this is actually counting characters and not words, the way that it is set up here now. So what we need to take unique words instead. So we take that and then we save it, and then we redeploy. Fixed unique word value. So we deploy that. Okay, and we go back to our sheet, and then we say run it again. Do we have it? Maybe let's import it because it was redeployed. And then macro, let's run it. Okay, that makes more sense. 1890, right? Okay. So now we have the two things that we wanted to have. Let me do what I like to do with this is I always like to do the wrapping. So just so we can kind of get a better view of it. But what I want to do is to copy this into another cell, not cell, another sheet. And let's say in this column will have the tweets. So let's just tweet text. And in this column, we can put all of these words separated. And then what we'll do is, because we want to create a matrix for these words. So what I'm going to do is we take the data, split the text to columns, and then we have everything across. But now we can't see anything, right? So what we have to do is take the formatting. I want to align everything to the top. And then we can we fix that? Oh, we can, but we don't need to fix it now, but it would be nice. Let's see, where are you? Okay, anyway, I'll fix that later. There was a very easy way to fix that though. Anyway, okay. So anyway, we have all of the words now. And so the idea later would be that we have the tweet text. So we have the words from the tweet. And then we test each one of these words against the tweet to say, hey, this word is in the tweet. And then, like with any kind of regression, we can say if the word is in the tweet or not, could have an effect, or probably has an effect, or may have an effect on whether or not the tweet was read, whether or not it was interacted with, whether or not people saw it, that kind of thing. So we want to basically, at some point, have a whole gigantic matrix of all of these things, and then we can say, hey, if you put this word in and you send your tweet at this time, then you're going to get a certain amount of retweets. Like the idea would be to build a machine learning tool that will allow us to predict based on only the text. So Obviously, we don't know if that's enough or not, but just based on the text for now, how that can lead to something else. So, but we'll see. We really don't know. It's the discovery. Okay, so let's. So we have that. I guess that's it, right? So thank you for watching. Yeah, that's it. That's all that I have. The next steps will be that we will continue. So we will add those binaries, whether or not those words exist, and then we'll check and see if there's anything that's noticeable, and then we'll bring everything back in as a big picture, right? So then we'll have like all of these columns plus we can have all of these columns, and then we will have a lot of information about our tweets to try to understand what's coming next. But I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.